So I got out on Lake of the Woods, I'm fishing a spot, and a lot of these fish are really hard to catch. I'm trying to target smallmouth, there's some walleyes here too. But on a spot like this, when I can't really catch them on anything else, like you've tried everything, you've tried a minnow, a swim bait, an A-rig, a spy bait, and nothing else works, you can always seem to get a couple to go on a jerkbait. In this video, I'll break down what a jerkbait is, how to use it, where to throw it, and how it's going to help you catch more fish. So I fished around the edge. I'm just pulling up to the top now, and I can see that there's a couple of fish up in 80 feet. Now these wouldn't bite anything else, and my last resort is always a jerkbait. The reason being is you tend to lose quite a bit of fish when you're using it. Now the rod and the line that you pair it up with can help with that ratio, but it's still not my favorite bait in terms of keeping fish on. So it's always my last resort. If I can catch them on something else, I really like to try to do that. But if I need to, I will throw this jerkbait and I'll be able to at least catch a couple of them if they're being tough. But the really nice thing about a jerkbait to get more bites is that you can have a lot of freedom with how you're moving it. So you can speed up your cadence faster, and that seemed to get that last bite was going a little bit faster. This one, KVD style. So not a lot of pause at all in between your jerks. This one's a walleye. But yeah, not a lot of time in between jerking, going really fast. Another one. That's a good bass. So yeah, again, moving it super fast. Normally, they're gonna like it a lot slower, more pause time in between your jerking. But I'm assuming that because it's hot today, they just want it super aggressive. Now this is a fish I went over a bunch of times with all the other baits that I have in the boat. It didn't bite, but I was able to finally get it on a jerkbait, going super fast with it. Now that's not a big one by any means, but it is an extra bite. Probably about a 2-pounder on the jerkbait. So we ended up getting a couple more bites. We got one walleye, one bass, and we missed a few more. So now what I'm doing is I'm coming to another spot. We're gonna try to apply the same thing here, but first we're gonna try to throw the jerkbait before we throw anything else, because if you fish through a spot, oftentimes you're going to turn those fish off if you're throwing things at them first. That's not going to initiate them to bite. So now that I figured out how to make them bite with the jerkbait, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to apply exactly what we learned at the last spot to this spot. Throw that jerkbait really fast. So I see some fish right up at the very top of this, 50 feet away. I'm just going to throw past them as far as I can and work it by them as quick as I can again. We got two engaging with me. There's one. Feels pretty good. Yeah, it's a bass. It's decent. So now they're all kind of, oh, it's got a nice one behind it. I'm gonna throw that in the water. these smallmouth will follow each other in when you have one hooked. And a lot of the times you can actually catch one by just throwing in a bait right in behind it. Didn't get one there, but we'll get this one in and throw again. But first, no, sorry, second cast. Second cast, we got one to go. There's another. So I was going pretty slow because I forgot that I had to work it. Oh, it came off. Because I forgot that I had to work it really fast. And lucky enough, I had one come up after me. But as soon as I started to go fast again is when it really committed to it and actually bit. But lost it again. So it's just the name of the game when you're doing this. If I miss or lose another one, what I'll do is I'll back off, and from my last video with the A-rig, I'll pull the A-rig out and see if I can't get one or two to go with that. So I have one coming. Oh. There's like 6 of them. There's one. That's a good one. Nice. Oh, they got a good one. Super effective though. Oh, that's a nice one. Get the net out for this one. Ho ho ho, beauty. That's a big one. That's a growing one. That's a big one. Get the scale out and weigh it. $357. Oh, 354. 354. So 3.5. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Just goes to show you on a day like today when it's a tough bite, you can always still catch fish. Okay, let's do that one more time. Here they come. There we go. Oh, dang. My drag was still loose from the last fish. That's sweet. Oof, rocked. This one's got a buddy too. That's a nice one. Actually, probably the same size as that last one. Three and a half. This is too fun. Kind of figured it out now. Thankfully I picked up the jerkbait because it's making a huge difference. There you go. Now fishing this thing over 13, 14 feet of water is where these fish are coming from. That one wasn't big. All right, well, that's it. All right, that's a wrap for me. Ended up catching a few fish on a jerkbait. The spot that we tried, couldn't get them to go on anything else. Jerkbait worked, and then went over to another spot and caught some actually really nice ones, and cast after cast. So it just goes to show that even on tough days of fishing, you can always seem to make them bite somewhere, somehow. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and stay tuned for more. I'm gonna be making some really good stuff coming up. Ice fishing's just around the corner, and I plan on doing quite a bit more of this, so I'll catch you at the next one.